light into your world and finishing my hot water so that I can spray my new extract spray in a hot minute. So let me do that. If you've been following my channel, you might have noticed, although I post so much, who knows what you've noticed or what you've missed, that I've been using this product, I Hercules, and it's a spray that you use sublingually under your tongue. 4 sprays, 3 times a day following drinking water, preferably hot water, to get this plant food, the molecules of 44 different plants, specific molecules, 2 or 3 molecules from each of 44 different plants grown in a blue zone, such that your body recognizes them as food. And my body has been definitely improving. When I started the product a little over 4 months ago, I had a rollator. She has retired. This is Matilda too. We're renaming her and introducing her. And she's been hiding quite frequently. She lets me walk away from her and then hides so I can't find her. And that's a good thing. That means I'm not needing the cane as much. One of the things that I wanted to reflect on was a teaching from yesterday. I'm grateful to be not only a light practitioner, but also what I call a traveling light practitioner. I have a traveling light show when I go on the road. And yesterday, Friday, Saturday, I took my traveling light show on the road such that I could make it down to Atlanta, which is where my spiritual center is, for a monthly Thanksgiving ceremony. And I have notes from that, the teachings following it, about prayer and the power of prayer. Hello. Hey, Blacks, how are you today? How's your goal going? How many videos do you have now? Last time it was 752 and you were going for 1,000. How many more do you have since we last talked? And so my notice is that prayer is real and powerful, and the Japanese word for prayer is inori. The I stands for God, means God, and the nori is, I just lost it, to ride on. Hello, thank you for stopping by. Can we get a thumbs up? And so prayer literally means to ride on God's will. Yeah, the E means God's will. So when you put out a prayer that dear God, please bring this into my life. Good. Blacks is thinking about stuff from last night. Hey, Kimberly Lee, thanks for the thumbs up in the comment. Can we get one up on? Can we get a thumbs up on the video itself? Thank you so much. Yes, so notes from yesterday's monthly ceremony in Atlanta included that the Japanese word for prayer, inori, means literally to ride on God's will. So when you put that prayer out there, thank you for the thumbs up, we appreciate it. You are putting your words out there to ride on the will of God. And that makes me think of the 3 great virtues of my spiritual practice, which are gratitude, thus this channel, live in gratitude, and acceptance for the will of God, and humility. And so when you put that prayer out to ride on God's will, hey, Zabula Gulham Nabi, tomorrow it's your birthday. I'm not going to be sure that I'll live stream tomorrow. The dog is barking for your birthday. But I'll sing happy birthday to you today. And I'm not going to try to pronounce your name again. So, happy almost birthday to you. Happy almost birthday to you. Happy almost birthday, dear Zabula. Happy almost birthday to you, and many more. What are you grateful for as you go into your birthday? Thank you for the second thumbs up. You are quite welcome. My pleasure. What are you grateful for? Oh, here, I've got another gift for you. Let me drop an earworm that you can share. Uh, the tune is, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And the first verse is I, the second verse is you, the last verse is we. Yes, hi, Zabula. And Blacks, you have 625 subscribers. Yay, you're getting there. And and you have 758 videos. You're getting to your goal of 1,000. You will get there. So here's your earworm. I am happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. I am happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. I am happy, joyful, grateful. I am happy, joyful, grateful. I am happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. Second verse, you sing with me. You are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. You are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. You are happy, joyful, grateful. You are happy, joyful, grateful. You are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. Third verse, we, sing with me. We are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. We are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. We are happy, joyful, grateful. We are happy, joyful, grateful. We are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. So I trust, I pray, I certainly hope that you are happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed, and that I've planted an earworm. Story about that song. When a friend first gave me that song, I was taking my traveling light show on a road. I was, driving to a light circle in Chattanooga, and I was sailing along the road with a lead foot, I might say, on the gas, singing, I am happy, joyful, grateful, loved, and blessed. And then the blue lights came on in the other direction, and the cop pulled around and pulled me over and said, you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, yeah, I was probably speeding. Oh, you've been doing edits, Blacks. I'm so impressed. I don't edit anything. It just goes up. It is what it is, and it's complete. And so I gave him a coloring page, because I bring these coloring pages with me that have a QR code saying, please subscribe to my YouTube, and a couple of other things on it. And I gave him that earworm and said, take this out to everybody that you pull over. And you changed your profile picture. Good for you, Blacks. Yeah, I haven't done any of that. Could be one reason why my channel isn't moving. I mean, here's the thing. I'll throw up a bunch of videos and they're random. I am grateful for everything. The channel is live in gratitude. And so sometimes we're going for a country drive and I'm seeing something. And lately the only country drive videos I've been taking, because I've been the driver, have been there's construction on a mountaintop, which just fascinates me. They're widening the road. So I take pictures of the Caterpillar trucks and the equipment and all of that and post it. That gets responses. But I had the cat this morning. He was out here playing music. I got 2 cat videos. People love cat videos of the cat playing music. 0 views. Crickets. I don't know. You put things out into the ether and sometimes they land and sometimes they don't. And I want to drink more water, but I just used that spray. So I need to wait 15 minutes so that it can soak into my body. But I will talk about this again. So the spray, if you know anybody who wants to live forever, who wants to live healthier, blacks, maybe your parents, your grandparents, tell them about this stuff, because it changes things. There's a spray at Cream and Patches, and with the products, it cleans out your blood system so that your body can function and heal itself. I'm gonna assume that's a typo. Blacks, that you fell into a hole today. How big was the hole? Like, did you stick your foot in it and twist your ankle, or did you fall in a hole and needed a rescue truck to come pull you back out? A hole, yeah, I knew that was a typo. Yeah, but how big was the hole, Blacks? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. How big was the hole you fell into? Because, you put your foot in and twist your ankle, that could be a bad thing. your whole body falls in and you're way down the well calling, hey, help me, help me. That could be entertaining for the whole neighborhood as they decide how they're going to pull you out. God bless Charlie's family. North Common Ninja. All right. I'm assuming we're talking about Charlie Kirk. And God bless Charlie too. Yeah, I do not watch the news, but yeah, things seep in, especially when they happen. Um, okay. Black's hole. He was helping his mom. It wasn't deep. He didn't see it, but he's okay. We're so very grateful that you're okay. Thank you for the third thumbs up. Yeah. So Charlie Kirk. I had a friend who was very near that shooting. She lives near that campus. And she happened to be at a store just outside the airport from whence his body left on Air Force Two. And she shared with this daily prayer call that I have 3 photos that she took. Somebody called her and said, look at the sky. And she looked at the sky and said, hey, it's quiet. I'm outside an airport. It's quiet. There are no planes going on. What's happening? And she saw a blue sky, and then the first picture has Air Force Two going by. And then, with Air Force Two still there, cool, Black, she made a video about him. That one I'm interested in. I don't know if you know how to send it to me. I'll go figure it out. Anyway, looked up in the sky, and the blue sky went cloudy, and then there's like this lightning bolt of clear blue sky again between the clouds. And okay, please do that. Thank you. And then you can teach me how to at somebody and how that works. And the next picture she took had the clouds there with the lightning bolt and the sun, and 2 clouds facing each other, one black, one white, one kind of in the shape of dragons. And to us on our prayer call, we took that as this is a message that the heavens are talking about. Spiritual stuff is happening, and his death is very spiritually significant. Okay, you retracted a message that I missed. That's okay, and you have to find it. All right, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh, you have to find your video. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Too many. But yeah, the whole thing about somebody prominent who loses their life in a public manner, and that then creates a catalyst for discussion and potential change. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that. After this, Blacks is on it. Yeah. And so out of Charlie Kirk's death and other deaths before him, things will shift and change, and those dragons in the sky are, yeah, the deities are watching all of what's going on. So back to where I started, that prayer is real and powerful, and the Japanese word for prayer is inori, whereas the E stands for God's will, and the nori is to ride on, so that your prayer is riding on the will of God. So, you know, when they say be careful what you wish for and don't make selfish prayers, you're making a prayer generally for God's will in it. You know, you might be praying for better health or a certain outcome, but it has to be in alignment with God's will. Otherwise, your prayer's not going anywhere. It needs to ride with God's will. So, for the edits, you asked them if you could make edits for them. I'm assuming that them is YouTube. Are you going back and editing videos after you have posted? And to do that, I would assume you have to take it down, edit it, and re-upload it, in which case you've lost whatever views you had before. These are all things that I could, should, would need to learn. But yeah, it's for YouTubers. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So what are you grateful for today? And as Black's the only one who's gonna interact. I have 3 viewers and 3 thumbs up, so what are you all grateful for today? And we've been going nearly 15 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap it up. And say thank you for dropping by. It's been lovely chatting with you. Thank you for I'm gonna assume those are smiley faces. I saw faces going up, but yeah, we're still working on the vision. it's better than it was, but we're still in the same glasses. Whoa, Tiffany, you searched Tsukio Makati and found me. Okay, and anytime you see somebody with a pin like this, you can go up to them and say, "Please, may I receive light?" Tiffany, are you Kumite? Are you part of? Okay, yes, yeah, but I asked that too quickly. Tiffany, are you Kumite? Are you also a light practitioner? Don't just say yes. Say yes, I am a light practitioner, or you are in training. Awesome. Welcome to the fold. We need more. We're working towards 10,000 God-centered leaders that will change the world into a more harmonious place, to remind people to return to that origin where whatever your religious teachings or training, in all of the books, it says God is light and that we're supposed to love one another and live in harmony. There have been divisive teachings inserted into some, and some preachers preach things that are divisive, and that's okay because humans get in and muck up the world. But Blacks says, "Oh, Blacks, you are grateful for having a family." Yeah, yeah. I'm grateful for my found family because my birth family has passed. There's some extended family, but none of them is close. So yeah, we're down to found family. Yeah, absolutely, Tiffany. I truly believe too, because we all, at the root of all religions, there's many paths to the one summit, and that summit is God is love, and we are here to love one another and lift one another up. And that person who came through, I don't know if he, I forget what the name was, is still here. Oh, the name didn't tell anything. But the face looks like a white guy. Yeah, and now I lost my train of thought what I was saying. That happens only too often. But that at the root of all, we need to be in harmony with one another, because once we have harmony, then we have the Garden of Eden again. We have the love that God planned for the earth when he put humans on it. And perhaps God allowed us to get lazy, and that helped us to become creative. Yes, definitely alignment. Thank you for being here, Tiffany. I appreciate you. Where are you in training? I'm with the Atlanta Center. I'm guessing you're in the United States. What center are you affiliated with? I became Kumite on October 18th, 2020 at the Reno Center and Spa for Spiritual Development. Yeah, you want a trip? Go to Reno. Unlike any other center, it also has a hot tub and a infrared sauna, and yeah, it's in the home of Janet and Bob Lamb in Reno, Nevada. And it's just beautiful. So if you're there for the primary spiritual development course, you get to sleep in front of Goshintai for the, because we set out the mats on the floor, and oh, yeah, it's powerful. You're in Macon. Oh, okay. Your sister was at the dojo yesterday. Well, I was at the dojo yesterday too in Atlanta. What's your sister's name? Not that I am good at names. But yeah, I'm looking to cultivate couches near the dojo because I am 5 to 6 hours away on a good day, sometimes 8 hours away. So if I get down to monthly ceremonies, I'd like to sleep, preferably. Natalie, yeah, okay. I don't know Natalie, but have her introduce herself the next time. Prayerfully, I'll be down there for next monthly ceremony. Next week, I'm going to secondary. Going to secondary in Southern California. And then at the end of next month, I'm going to the autumn grand purification ceremony. I haven't been to Japan for 40 years. Yeah, okay, good. Tiffany, introduce yourself. Find me. I'll be spaced out. Oh, I'm awesome. Yeah. The tears are good tears. Thank you for asking, Blacks. The tears are good tears because it's emotional. I haven't been to Japan for 40 years. And when I went with my mother, who hadn't been there in almost 50. She grew up there. She's not Japanese. She was a Methodist missionary kid. And the last time she was there, she'd gone there to ask her parents for permission to marry my father, who was not a Methodist, and they, I think, said no, and she went and married him anyway. But the newsboy came down the street. This is back when we had printed papers, and he was saying, "Hey, extra, extra." And the headlines were Germany invaded Poland, so she got on the next ship and sailed back to the United States. Yeah, this is before airplanes, like almost 90 years ago. And yeah, then went back after nearly 50 years. She was a beekeeper, and her excuse to go back was Apimundia, the international beekeepers conference, where she had arthritis, and as a beekeeper, she would catch a bee, take it into the lavatory with her, and get it to sting her on the arthritic hip. You know, it was probably the same hip that I have. And when we went there, the Japanese took the stinger off of the bee and then used it for like 100 times the same stinger. It was really fascinating. But like I was saying, Tiffany, I'm looking to cultivate couches. If you got one, or you know of one, or your sister has one, I bring my own sheets and towels and everything so that you don't have to make it. And yeah, I can give references. But yeah, since I'm not the only out-of-town member, we compete for the couches, those of us who aren't buying hotel rooms, because yeah, it's expensive enough to drive down there and get there and yeah, without having to pay for a hotel room. Yeah, Tiffany, I'm so glad that you are studying to be a member. Are you signed up for the October course? I was thinking about coming down the 24th, 25th, 26th yeah, definitely. 24th, 25th, 26th of October, because there's a primary spiritual development course, but I'm flying out of Nashville on the 27th to go to Japan. So yes, I have to figure out all of that, all of those. So I don't know if I'll be there to support you for your course, or at the next monthly ceremony. I probably won't go down 2 weeks running, because it's long and it's arduous. I woke up with a headache this morning because, yeah, driving home along the winding mountain roads after dark takes a lot of concentration, and yeah, your head kind of goes boom, boom, boom. By the time you get home and you get to bed. And I got home and I unpacked the car and I served the ancestors. They got food from, yes, we are spiritual sisters, soul sister. Here's a high five for you, Tiffany. They got food from Whole Foods. They're in the Decatur, and yeah, then we put them to bed, closed the ancestors' altar, took care of our partner who's still healing, has wound care that needed tending, and then we climbed into bed and fell asleep before midnight because, yeah, we were really tired. Okay, I've been talking nearly 24 minutes. I'm going to say goodbye. Tiffany, thank you so much for coming by. It's exciting to meet a kumite in training. Kumite means something like going hand in hand with God, and it's another word for Mahikari practitioners. We are considered fellow kumite. And yeah, this is an amazing path. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You won't recognize your life. When I got Omitama in Reno, I was living in Nashville at the time, and I didn't even know about the Atlanta Center because the director of the Reno Center had met me just before COVID and offered me light, and I had an experience. And she said, okay, when you go home, let me hook you up with a light practitioner. And she hooked me up with Holly Bruce. Holly Bruce, she's a Nashville musician. And yeah, her music is beautiful. She lived like 2 blocks from my chiropractor. So every 2 weeks I'd go get adjusted, and then I'd go over and I'd receive light. And Janet, she's a retired nurse. She has a study. She says, receive light 10 times. Before light and after light, rate your stress levels. And I don't know how many people have gone through her study now, but last I heard it was like over 5,000, and most of them all had improvements. And oh, thank you. YouTube just told me that Blacks mentioned me in a video, so I will go find that somehow. Somehow, I'm not sure where that shows up, but it showed up. Thank you. So after receiving light 10 times, 9 times out of 10, my stress levels had reduced. I was happier. And the 1 time out of 10, it didn't get worse. And so I'm like, okay, tell me more. And so she said, come on, fly out to Reno, $200 in 3 days. You'll change your life. And Southwest at the time still had open seating. Hey, Blacks, welcome back. Oh, Osteo, hello, thank you for coming by. We're talking about Tsukyo Mahikari and being a light practitioner. And the first thing I remember, I'd forgotten to check in 24 hours in advance. And Southwest has open seating. So if you're in boarding group C something, you're going to be sitting back by the bathroom. And as soon as I got Omitama, there were 2 legs of flights with, I had 3 flights. I'm not sure why. I must have been flying someplace else because it would only take 2 home from Reno. But within a couple of weeks, of the next 3 flights I got on with Southwest with a poor boarding position, I was seated in like row 8 and row 10 right on the aisle. And I'm like, okay, something has shifted. Thank you, God. And yeah, when I inaugurated the ancestors altar, whoa, those ancestors, they take care of you. Yeah, so many wows. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Welcome. So happy to have you. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you. And if you can find me on Facebook, maybe we can talk on Messenger. Cynthia Lees on Facebook. Yes, we definitely have to talk, but I'm not putting my, oh, here you go. I'm not putting my telephone number on here, but there's a link under my channel for new extracts. I'm not sure what it's labeled, probably something about reverse aging. It's these products I take. And if you follow the link to that page, it opens to Enchanted Dreams Publishing Inc. is the owner of the page, and it has my phone number. It starts with 615. And then you can text me. Don't just call, because I'll assume it's a spammer, and I might screen your call, or yeah. Anyway, when I started this video, I had to decline a call from somebody in the Atlanta Center. So let me stop the video and get back to him. So yeah, Tiffany, good. Follow those, you'll find it. Or I can just tell you the site, New Extracts, nuxtrax.com/enchanted life. Yeah, take care, you too. Oh, I look forward to having another Kumite soul sister that I know in Atlanta. Sweet. Peace, love, joy, and light. Have an amazing, marvelous afternoon. Take care.